Hello and welcome to Southborough Primary School's Assembly. This is going to be a follow-on from Mr. Curry's Assembly, who started last week. And I wonder if you can remember what theme the assemblies are going to be taking this term. Can you remember? I think it is celebrating differences. And Mr. Curry talked last week about celebrating differences. One of the things that Mr. Curry did was he read through a book called Smeds and Smoos, and we learned a valuable lesson from that story. We had Janet and Bill, who were scared and unsure of differences. They were worried, weren't they? They were saying that some were blue, some were red, some like black tea, some like pink milk, and they were afraid of the differences. But in the end, they realized that differences are special, differences are unique, and it's important to recognize that we do have some similarities, but there are some differences. But there's nothing to be afraid of. It's exciting, it's special. Mr. Curry also went over a couple of rainbow rules, which I'd like to just reiterate, which is to mean go over again with you. And it's to say that one of them was to respect all members of our community. And that would be in school, if you are in school, and outside of school. So if you're at home with your parents or carers, whoever looks after you, you're listening to those grown-ups, you're listening to your brother, you're listening to your sister. But also when you're out and about. So when you're out and about down, maybe perhaps at the supermarket, and we're respecting each other. Maybe you're at the park and you're respecting those that are around you. And then the other one was about working hard. That was our pink rainbow rule, and that was to work hard. And I know all of us are working very, very hard at the moment, and it's important that we continue that way and try our best, because if we try hard, good things will happen. Okay, we've got to try hard. So we're going to start off with vocabulary, and I wonder if you look here in the top right hand corner, we've got some clues as to what this word might be. I'm going to present a word in a minute, and I wonder if you can remember. It means that you're one of a kind. It means that you're different. It means that you're special. It means that you're exclusive. Okay, and let's see that word. Call it out if you know what it is. That word is unique. And being unique is being the only one of its kind. For example, every snowflake is unique. Means that you're very unusual. Things are very unusual when they're unique. For example, a notable unique talent. There are some very, very talented children at school. And they have many, many special talents. Some of you can play the piano. Some of you can dance. Various different types of dancers. Some of you have special hobbies. But you're all very special, very unique. And I've thought as well we could put in some other words that we can derive from the word unique, and that word is an adverb. Okay, and it's uniquely. And adverbs usually end in ly. They don't always, but they usually end in ly. So uniquely, she is uniquely suited for this job, meaning that she had a particular set of skills and she was uniquely suited for the job. And you might be able to pop unique or uniquely into your writing. You could add it into your writing, work it in there. That would be great if you could. Okay, so we're going to have a look at some pictures now. And now I want you to think about yourself. I want you to think about yourself and how you look and the things that you do, the hobbies, maybe the sports that you play, whatever it may be. When you think about you, I want you to look at the pictures on the screen. I want you to think about what's similar or different between you and the children and all the adults that you see on this on some of these pictures. So I'm going to scroll through some of these pictures and have a think about you and what's similar, what's different. So do they look similar or different to you? Are their ages similar or different to you? Are they from a similar or different community? So think about yourself. Are they from a similar or are they from a different community? So keep those answers in your head. I'm just going to go back just to look at a few more. So do they look similar or different to you? What makes them similar to you? Can you think of some things? What's similar? What's similar to you? And then maybe one thing that's different. Okay, so thinking about yourself now, what are the things that are similar that you can see or have seen? Can you tell a grown up? Maybe you want to tell me. You can tell me if you want to. What's similar? Some of you might have said have similar hair, similar eyes. Some of you may say, I wear a dress or I wear a shirt. Any different ages? Were there any similar ages to you? Any different communities from you? Were there similar communities to you? Okay. So here we have two members of staff that you might recognise. On the left here, okay, we've got Miss Chivers, and on the right here, we have Mrs. Watts. And I'm going to start off by saying, actually, I'm going to look at them and think, actually, they look very similar. And okay, they've got shoes on. They've both got black trousers on. They've got similar colour hair. I might say they've got similar colour hair. They've got similar colour eyes. In fact, I think I'm going to say they're the same. They're the same person. They're the same. Yeah, I think I'm right when I say that. Oh, it's Mrs. Watts.
Well, actually, Mr. Clarke, although Miss Chevis and myself might look similar, we're actually both unique in our own way. Whilst we've both got similar hair colour and skin colour, we both have greeny brown eyes, and we're both wearing black trousers, I really enjoy singing and dancing.
And I like art and pottery.
I love spicy food.
And I like lasagna.
My favourite colour is turquoise.
And I like pink.
So there you see, Mr. Clarke. Whilst we have similarities, we are both unique in our own way.
Oh, okay. So thank you, Mrs. Watts. So I see. Okay, so I'm completely wrong, aren't I? I was wrong to say that they're the same. Just because they were similar in some ways doesn't mean to say that they're the same and that they are unique. So I was looking at it thinking, black trousers, same colour hair, but actually Mrs. Watts has corrected me, and Miss Chivers has corrected me, and they said that Mrs. Watts likes spicy food, whereas Miss Chivers said she likes lasagna, and Mrs. Watts said that she likes turquoise, but Miss Chivers likes the colour pink. So they're different, aren't they? They're unique. They have some similarities, like you have similarities to other people. You are also very, very unique, and we also need to celebrate those differences. What I want you to do next is I'd like you to look at your hand. So look really closely at your hand, okay? And I want you to look at your fingertips. So if I look at your fingertips, and I want you to look really, really closely at the lines on the ends of your fingers. You see those lines? You need to get in some good light to do it, and you can see them. And those lines are unique to you. There is no one in the world that has lines on the ends of their fingers like you. And that's proof that you are unique, isn't it? Right there. No one has fingerprints like yours in the whole world. So you are completely unique. And I've proved that you're completely special right there. Here's some other things that are unique. I'm going to look at some animals, some mammals, some insects here. Okay. Do you know what this is? Tell me. It's a shark. Correct. And sharks lay the largest eggs in the world. There's some really good facts here that make these animals, mammals, insects all unique. This one here, look. Do you know what that is? It's a bee. You may have said bumblebee. Okay. And bumblebees or bees have 5 eyes. What's that? Yeah, it's a zebra. No two zebras have the same markings. So they don't have the same markings. So next time you see zebras, some pictures of zebras, have a look at their markings. See if you can spot any similarities or any differences. And this here, you know what that is? You might have said alligator. It's a crocodile. And crocodiles can't stick their tongues out. Can you stick your tongue out? What's that there? It's a mammal. And it's very similar. It looks a little bit, some of the things on there similar to a shark. The shark had a fin and a tail. If you look here, dolphins sleep with one eye closed. But if you remember our unique fact about sharks is that they lay the largest eggs. But dolphins sleep with one eye closed. I wonder why they do that. Do you know? Might be to do with predators. Correct. What about this one here? It's a slug. You might have seen some of these in your garden. Slugs have 4 noses. 4. What's this here? Again, you might have seen this out and about in your garden. Perhaps you've seen it in school somewhere. It's a snail. A snail can sleep for 3 years. It's a long time. I've got some honeybees here. And honeybees have hair on their eyes. And we have a hippo. A hippo can run faster than a man. They're a tiger. And this is interesting. So you may have seen, and you may know this already, that tigers have striped fur, but actually they also have striped skin. So not just their fur, but also they have striped skin. Interesting, isn't it? Okay. But isn't it great that we're all unique and that we've all got those special qualities? What we're going to do now is we're going to pause for thought. And you may remember Jerry Cat from your jigsaw lessons. And this is where we pause for reflection. So it allows us to think about some of the things that we've just seen and just heard and talked about. We can also think back to Mr. Curry's assembly and how he's celebrating your uniqueness by asking you to join his Google Classroom and send some pictures in about what makes you unique. But we can look about how are you unique? What makes you special? It's okay to have different color skin, and it's okay to be from a different community, from a different race. And it's exciting. It's exciting that we can celebrate each other's differences. Because if everyone was the same, it'd be really boring, wouldn't it? Just like Mrs. Watts and Miss Chiffers. If they're all the same, then, what if we all dressed the same? What if we all looked the same and had the same color skin, the same color eyes, the same color hair? It wouldn't be very exciting, would it? Okay. So we should celebrate those differences. So what I want you to do in a quiet moment is I'd like you to reflect on how you and others are completely unique. You may want to think about yourself. How are you unique and special, exclusive, one of a kind? Another thing, you might want to think about how, I don't know, unique your mum or dad or whoever looks after you is. You may even want to think about a friend. Have you thought about it? Have you thought about how special and unique you are? Have you thought about someone else and how special and unique they are too? Maybe at the end of the assembly or another day, you might want to tell a friend or tell a family member what makes them unique, what makes them special. They might not think the same. They might think something completely different about themselves. And what you say to them might make them think, oh, I didn't realize that about myself. It might make them really happy. But I also want you to think about how we should celebrate differences. And actually, when we see something different, it should be exciting, something new, something different, something to embrace. So thank you very much, Southborough. Goodbye to all the children and all the adults if you are watching as well. I know that some of you have started watching our assemblies, but we hope to see you soon, and take care, and hope to see you all soon. Bye-bye.